Have you ever wondered how to pronounce the word or phrase written below? Have you ever wished you could pronounce it in everyday conversation with much more confidence? Well, today I'm going to help you do just that. So pause the video, record yourself, and then compare it to me at the end. So there are two main ways to stress this phrase. So number one is stressing the word are, like this. How are you? Okay, and then the second version is to stress the word you. So, how are you? Now, you hear both of these used interchangeably, but the most common thing you might hear is when you have a question and an answer. So usually, if someone's asking the question, they will stress the second word. They will use the red sentence. How are you? And then if someone's replying to that person, they might usually stress you. So, how are you? So how do you pronounce these phrases in the first place in terms of their vowels and consonants? So first, it begins with a consonant, an H, which you find in words like hello, and it's made with the vocal folds approximating, which really just means there's breathy air coming out. Next is the ow vowel, which you find in words like now, and that slides from the a position, like in the word cat, to the oo position. Ow. How. And then the next word is actually just one vowel sound, the R vowel in red there. But I've added a W because this is an intrusive sound, or a sound that links the two words how and are together. So you might not hear how, but you would be more likely to hear a strong w consonant before that, which means the lips are coming together to form quite a small hole, and you get w instead. So wah. Right, and I'm stressing because this is the version where we're stressing the second word, the word are, so it would be how are, and then U starts with a y, as in yes and yellow, and then ends in the oo vowel, which has rounded lips, and it's another long vowel, just like the R. So that version is when you're stressing the word are in the middle. So, how are you? The second version begins with the same thing, how, and then you do get that intrusive w sound, but the vowel is different. Actually, it's a very short schwa, where the lips are relaxed, so or w. Those two words together sound like this, how, and notice how level the pitch of my voice is. It's not going up or down. It's very level. How. It's all leading up to the last word, which of course is you, and it's pronounced exactly the same way. So this version would sound like this. How are you? How are you? Okay, so that middle word, the reason it changes from the R vowel, the original vowel sound for that word, the word R, is because it's called a weak form, and it's because it helps the rhythm and it helps us to say it a bit more quickly. So if I changed it to the word R, and I'm still stressing you, then the rhythm changes. So you've got, instead it would sound like, how are you? How are you? And the rhythm is very, very different to just, how are you? How are you? Notice in the second version it really helps, using the schwa really helps me to stress the important word, which here is the word you, because we were just talking about me, I'm fine thank you, and now it's about you. So changing the R vowel to a really short, very neutral vowel sound, makes it sound less important, and the ears of the listener who you're speaking to, they can pick out the word you much more clearly. So that's the weak form part of it. And there's much, much more on weak forms and on these linking sounds, which help you, not just to say individual words, which our other ebooks do, but also, once you've got that, how do you link all of these words together and really adopt a clear and fluid English rhythm? So this Intonation ebook will help you with that, and of course much, much more with loads of audio. So click the I button above the arrow if you're interested. And have a go at these sentences. Hi Katie, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? And sometimes you might stress the word how. First of all, in this kind of situation, I didn't ask what are you, I said how are you? How are you? Okay, you're just being emphatic and being very clear about which word you are saying. Or you might stress the word how in this sentence. How are you getting there? How are you getting there? Notice the linking W there, or the intrusive W it's called. How are you getting there? There's a beat on the word how, do you hear that? How are you getting there? And if I'm being really, really emphatic about that word, the pitch might be higher. So, how are you getting there? In other words, I don't care why you're going there or whatever. No, what I care about is how you're getting there. How are you getting there? So I hope that was helpful for you, and if you have a word or phrase which you're really struggling with in everyday conversation, maybe you're avoiding using it altogether, then leave a comment below and it may be in the next video for you. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the word of the day, and I'll see you in the next video.